Hi Aries, welcome back. Aries, this is going to be your you versus them reading, and we're going to go ahead and jump into it. When I was meditating on the collective Aries energy, I got a few images and messages to share with you guys. The first thing I heard was looking glass, and they showed me a magnifying glass. So I don't know if some of you have spectacles or like reading glasses or literally magnifying glasses. I know some people actually collect magnifying glasses. They're like a rarity, okay? And they also showed me like stop clocks, like the old watches, I can't think of what they're called, but a lot of people collect those as well. So symbolically speaking, Aries, this is just, looking over things really closely or needing to look over things really closely, okay? So make sure you're reading the fine print during this time frame. Make sure you're not seeing things for what you hope they are as opposed to what they really are, and get your magnifying glass out, okay? Because I feel like it's going to help you to see things more up close than to make... I heard rash decisions from just smaller details from far away. And this could be pertaining to this connection or just in another area of your life, right? So take it or leave it, okay? And then, interestingly enough, I got a song that came through, and he says, come a little closer, baby. Come a little closer, baby. So you might want someone to come a little bit closer to you. You might have your eye on someone, Aries, and you're just maybe getting to know them, but needing to look a little bit closer. You may want this person to come closer to your energy, or this could be vice versa. Keep in mind that energy is interchangeable. So the person you're dealing with could be the one having their eye on you, wanting to get closer to you, wanting to, pay attention more to the details. So let's get into the reading and see where this is headed. Aries, I'm going to go back and forth now between you and the person you may be connecting with. This could be anyone in your life, doesn't have to be intimate. For some of you, a lot of you it will be, but not for all of you, all right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and let's get started. So I already have one card out for you, and it's the card of opposition and balance. So this is like how you relate to others, the mirror effect, the confrontations, becoming conscious, okay? Some of you might feel a little bit tested during this time frame, or maybe a little bit tempted to call something out. I'm going to tell you right now, the astrological placements that we have going on are really bringing that bluntness out, okay? So I have noticed in the collective energy, there's this desire, right, to just get to the point, or just to get, something off of your chest, or get closure on something, etc. So you may feel the urge to do that within this connection or in another connection in your life, FYI. But this is all to balance out the karmic scales, Aries. So I feel like there's balance being brought to your energy during this time frame. And your overall card is the Magician. So this is manifestation mode. Okay, this is having everything that you need, knowing what it is that you want, having the tools to make it happen, and making it happen. I have Mariah Carey in my head. That triggered the song, gonna make it happen, oh yeah. Then you have the Hangman here. All right, so this is the Angel of Prophecy, and this is showing up on the person you're dealing with side. So they're getting another perspective, or needing a new pair, I heard new pair of shoes, okay? A new perspective, all right? It's hard to understand someone unless we've walked a mile in their shoes, and this person may need to be become more aware of that, or be trying to put themselves in your shoes, or they need to. Something about shoes, okay? But I feel like, Aries, this person is maybe in this energy where they have been a little bit stuck, a little bit stagnant, needing to see things from a different viewpoint before things can move forward within their own energy or within the connection, or before balance can be brought here. So let's look at what led up to this moment, Aries, and then we are going to go into perception of each other. So how you're seeing each other, how you genuinely feel underneath it all, your hopes and most likely future outcome based on free will. So 3 cards for recent past, please. Ace of Cups. Woo! Aries, the Emperor. Oh, wow. And the 2 of Cups. Some of you have brought in a brand new relationship or a higher elevating relationship with yourself recently. Okay? There might be a high focus on love, but yet wanting to be in control of that, yet feeling a connection here within your energy. Okay, this could be with this person, but doesn't have to be. I just get this sense, Aries, that you've been in this emotional place where you've been strong long enough, you know what I'm saying? And now it's time to connect. Now you want to connect. You want to feel that connection. You're open to that connection. You know, you're ready to let the love flow. Where I feel like there was a point in time where you maybe were standing back in the energy, you know, maybe even at times letting your pride take precedence over your heart, but kind of as a protective mechanism, okay? I feel like you want to be in control of your emotions within relationships, particularly with this person, but just in general, you know, wanting to feel more in control of your reactions, your triggers, how, you know, how you're feeling, and not let someone be able to move you like that, all right? So a lot of you have been learning that lesson through this connection, or just in relationships in general, of keeping more of a cap or a control over the emotional reactions, the reactivity of an Aries, right? But I feel like, you know, leading up into the now, it's like this overpouring of love coming in through your energy. And I feel like a lot of you have allowed yourself to be in this energy, and it may have pulled in this person or another connection, or like I said, pulled in a better relationship with yourself and how you feel about yourself and what you will and will not tolerate within relationships, and kind of holding your own when it comes to that, all right? So let's see what this person's recent past energy is here, Aries. Let's see, Aries person's recent past energy. Well, geez Louise, okay. I guess I'll keep that at the bottom of the deck. They have the 4 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, the Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. So I feel like, Aries, the person you're connecting with, they still have a little bit of the past lingering within their energy, but this person has really opened themselves up, you know. This might be someone who's very open-minded, you know. They might have a lot of open concepts about relationships, about life. It could derive from their childhood being, it's like, I don't want to say it is kind of like a free-spirited vibe about this person, all right? They may have grown up in like a free-spirited environment, or where people really didn't hold boundaries around this person. And because I'm getting that this person sometimes has trouble with boundaries because of that. Or there's too many boundaries placed, and now this person wants to rebel and be very free-spirited, but they're having some issues with boundaries, okay? When it comes to this connection or relationships in general. Sorry, that was kind of out of left field, but something about that going on with this person's energy. There's kind of like this youthful vibe going on with this person, you know, and their focus being more on wanting to have new connections, or to celebrate life, to have a little bit of fun, all right? This person might be looking for people who have like similar or same experiences that they can relate to, or you might have similar or same experiences that this person can relate to within the connection. But I feel that they're opening up, okay? They're really opening their mind to all different avenues, all different concepts. And this might be after a time where they took a time out, maybe had to take a chill pill, you know, reevaluate themselves or the connection. But I feel like this person has done just that, and now they're ready to open up in the energy. So let's look at perception and see how you perceive each other. Now, keep in mind that perception's in the eye of the beholder, so it may be your truth, but it may not be this person's truth, but we'll start there. So, Wow, Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, Ace of Wands. I just heard play fight. Take it or leave it. So this person stresses you out sometimes, Aries. You don't know sometimes if this person is coming or going, if it's going to be a conflict, if they're going to make this difficult on you. There could be a power play going on within the connection, but it's coming from a place of intense passion. Okay, whether that's on your side or their side, because I do feel like there's an intense desire to be the one in control. And I feel that desire is coming from you, Aries, but it certainly could be how you view this person. Some of you see this person as someone who, you know, is quick-tempered or always wants to kind of pull you in their direction. And Aries, you're certainly not a pushover. Okay, I've never met an Aries that was a pushover. Even if you come off subdued, even if you're one of my introverted Aries, you tend to push back within the energy. So I feel like this person could kind of rile that up within you, you know what I'm saying? Like they could kind of maybe trigger you or push your buttons, which may be why you worked so hard to be able to kind of contain or control that in the past, right? Because it does stress you out. You don't want to feel pulled in that direction. You know, some of you want to be free of that tug of war and to claim your freedom. And for very few of you, and I heard this very clearly, claim your sobriety. All right, you're gonna know if that's for you. That's for a few of you. All right. And yet here's this passion. Like, even if this person annoys you, okay, it still creates some sort of passion and drive within you. Okay, as a fire sign, Aries, you kind of get fueled off of that energy sometimes, you know. Let's see this person's perception. King of Wands, that's you. The Hermit, the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this person is understanding when to back down, okay, or needing to come to that understanding during this time frame. Two of Wands here on the bottom of the deck. This person is very, very confident in what it is that they're wanting. All right. They've done a lot of soul searching around this. They have kind of come to some sort of emotional understanding when it comes to love or when it comes to this relationship. All right. Some of them feel like, okay, it's not worth the fight. I just let my Aries be right, then all goes well, and I can keep the peace. And some of them have learned how to do just that, you know, just to let you have it. You know what I'm saying? Or that's what they're being guided to do during this time frame. Because it just creates more of a struggle. It just creates more of a back and forth. You know what I'm saying? How many times can I say, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Sorry. It's my northern accent. Okay. I feel like this person sees you, Aries, as really strong and productive is the word that they gave me. That's interesting. But also not always the easiest to feel out emotionally. Sometimes a bit introverted. This person may feel like you have given up on this connection and or just given up the fight yourself. I keep hearing the word stand down. I don't know if somebody's wanting to stand down within the connection or that phrase has some significance to someone watching. But I think what once was a standoff is now becoming a stand down. At least when it comes to this person's part, but it could be both or vice versa. So that was perception, that was thought. Now we're going to look at the emotional space and how you're feeling underneath all of this, Aries, and see what's up. Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like Aries, you know, in your heart of hearts, you are looking for new potentials, cooperation, freedom. I keep hearing freedom. The freedom to choose, the freedom to say, the freedom to feel however you want to feel. Okay? I feel like you want some sort of new beginning here. All right, but something tangible. You're not looking for airy-fairy relationships right now. You're not really wanting like an imaginative type of vibe. I think you're wanting real practical. Do they show up? Do they call? Do they stop at your door? Can you see them, taste them, touch them, feel them? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're wanting 3D connections right now. The real MFN deal, excuse my language, you know? But I feel like that's your vibe, right? Like, some of you have been all up in your head about relationships in the past, but I can definitely feel, especially probably around January, February, Aries energy shift to be like, well, if you're not knocking on my door or busting my window open to get to me, what are we even doing here? You know, like, I want practical when it comes to relationships. And if this is not going to be practical, if it's not something I can build off of, if you're not showing up for me, then I want my freedom. Now, some of you do have someone showing up, okay? But I feel like you're going to get clarity either way. I just feel, Aries, that you're wanting, like I said, to have something that you can build off of, but also something that doesn't steal away from you your autonomy, your free flowing vibes, okay? Something that allows you cooperation, but also still gives you the freedom to choose for yourself. Some of you have been in a codependent relationship where you didn't feel that you always had that choice, or, you know, maybe you were dependent on another and they felt they didn't have that choice. But either way, I feel like you're breaking loose of that energy or that want during this time frame. So now we're going to look to see what's in this person's emotional space, Aries, and where are they at emotionally, the Emperor. Wow, they have the Page of Pentacles too. So look at this. And I just noticed the Ace of Swords right here. They've got the Page of Pentacles, okay? You have the Page of Pentacles, same card, different deck. And then right next to that is the Emperor, Aries energy. So a lot of you, this person wants to invest in the connection, or they see a lot of potential within their heart when it comes to the connection. You know, but at the same time, this person feels some sort of emotional distance, or I heard lack of communication for some of you, or bad communication. Watch it. It's the retrograde, FYI. But, like, this person's not really trusting their emotions so much because they've been lied to in the past, whether that was by you or by other people. And that's sort of playing a role into how they behave within relationships in the current moment. So I feel like this person's a little bit hesitant within their heart to truly invest in something or to invest in you because they don't want to be led astray. You know, they don't want to be pulled on a string. They don't want to be pulled into the dark again. This person is really needing to come to this understanding, Aries, that nobody on this earth can insert into your experience without your allowance of it. And no one can pull you into any emotion that you don't want to be in without your allowance of it. All right. So, and the more that you love yourself and the more you get into control of your own thoughts and emotions, the more you know this to be true, and the less afraid you are of giving your heart to others, because you know that at the end of the day, your happiness is going to depend on you. Now, I feel like a lot of my Aries have reached this level, but the person you're connecting with may not be at this level. So you might have something to teach each other here, or vice versa. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that little bit, that fear comes from insecurity of not trusting that you will be okay no matter what, when we fear love and commitments and relationships and so on. Let's look at hopes for my Aries. So you want to bridge the gap, I feel, Aries. Some of you are waiting on things to move within this connection. I don't feel like you're in this space of really feeling like you need to make a move or do anything really big in the connection. I feel like you're more in this anticipatory, is the word they gave me. Or, you know, needing to get into that energy to balance yourself out, right? Because if you let yourself Some of you might feel the urge to like push an outcome or push for something as opposed to allow. And the guidance from Spirit is to allow and don't push. Okay, and a lot of you, that's what you want anyways. You want it to come to you. Sorry, my ear is itching like crazy. All right, this person has the Nine of Wands, so they're being pushed to act, to take some sort of action, or they're wanting more action. Especially if they've taken like a little hiatus, here is the word that they gave me, to renew themselves, and now they're in a space of ready to have some new beginnings here, or to see something grow. They may be wanting to take action. I get a very playful energy on this person's side. I don't know if they play a lot of games. On a negative note, they could be a game player, but on a higher positive note, they may just be fun to be around, you know, like a very playful personality. Or they may like that about you, Aries, if it's you. So now we're going to go into most likely future outcomes. Keep in mind that all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will, okay? So you're in the driver's seat, not me. I'm just giving you a snapshot of what it looks like. Judgment. The Lovers. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got a song in my head. She says, I go crazy on you. Crazy on you. I go crazy, crazy on you. I've been getting a lot of classic rock songs. Crazy on You. It's either Heart. I think it's Heart. The band Heart. I'm not really entirely sure, but I know you guys will know that one. She says, I'll go crazy on you. Aries. Be careful with the crazy, you know. Some of you are like crazy over this person, or they're crazy on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you bring out the crazy in them, they bring out the crazy in you. That could be good, that could be bad. I mean, that sounds fun to me, but if it's in a low level way, then not so much, right? But it depends on where this person is at and where you're at within the energy. But that's what I heard. I'll go crazy on you. Okay. You have the Judgment card here, the Lovers, and the Wheel. So you've got a decision to make, okay, about this connection in particular. There is definitely karma tied to this connection, meaning there's something to learn and grow from. And really, there's something to learn and grow from every connection you run into, because every connection you run into, you've attracted to you via law of attraction. So there's always something to be gleaned or mirrored or understood about ourselves within every single connection. But with this person in particular, there might be a lot of mirroring going on, especially during this time frame, where it's like this person, if they're getting to you, Aries, however they're making you feel is how this person feels you're making them feel. Does that make sense? The mirror effect, right? And sometimes we get into these connections where it's almost like looking in a mirror, but maybe on the opposite end of where we're at. Because sometimes relationships act as light and dark, meaning if you're in this space, Aries, of being in your high vibration, you might be connecting with someone that's in their low vibration, because there's contrast there, and that's kind of how we grow our souls, you know. Not saying that is what's happening, but either way, there's some sort of mirroring going on within this connection, right? So a lot of self-reflection would be needed before you make a decision here, because now you have to take into consideration yourself and how you're feeling about this, all right? But I do see that there is a decision about a connection here, and it's about time, or the timing is correct right now. I feel it's you that's kind of making some judgment calls. Some of you might feel tested, like I said, maybe even wanting to call out to this person or call someone out, may or may not be related to this connection, but watch the confrontational type of energy, because I saw that was a possibility here. You know, sometimes when we're tempted to call other people out, again, it's because they sometimes are mirroring parts of ourselves that we don't like. They often say, you know, what you don't like in another is active in yourself. Otherwise, you wouldn't have attracted that to you. I find that to be true. But also, what you attract out of others that you love, that you like, is also active in you. So I guess it just depends on where you're at, how you're seeing it. So let's see this person's most likely future outcome. The Magician, the Knight of Swords, the Fool, Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands. I don't know what's going on with this ear. It's driving me crazy. Seven of Wands, like I said, the Fool. So this person, Aries, is in this energy of trying to block out, you know, outsiders is what they gave me, but also outside opinions, you know, other people's advice. This person really isn't open to it. They don't really want to hear from other people. This might be a very strong-willed person or a bit of a hard-headed person when it comes to how they cope with emotions. See, I saw in the past that they were learning to open up their mind a little bit, but I think that this person's natural state of vibration, or, you know, what they practice the most, is a little bit more of this hard-headed energy. So it's like in some respects they're very open-minded, and then in other areas they're very closed off and very hard-headed. So I see that part being reactivated in this person as we go into the future energy. But they're being called to take a risk here and to make things happen. There's that Mariah Carey song again. Let me get some lyrics out from that song, please. Okay, they're giving me, sometimes it feels so rough and you feel like giving up. But baby, just be strong. Just hold on. You never know the answers if you throw your life away. I used to feel the way you do, but I had to keep on going. Sorry, I can't sing Mariah Carey. Better than knowing I could make it. I could make it through the night. I held on to my faith. I struggled and I prayed. And now I've found my way. If you believe in yourself enough and know what you know, you're gonna make it happen. Make it happen. If you believe in yourself enough and know what you know, you're going to make it happen. Sorry, I don't mean to keep singing the song, but that's what they gave me. So that song may be significant. Mariah Carey's in Aries. I get her a lot in Aries readings. But it could just be those lyrics that you needed to hear, or possibly the person you're dealing with needed to hear. I feel like it's probably mutual, right, when it comes to those lyrics. And if you believe in yourself enough and know what you know, you're going to make it happen. That's what she says. So this person needing to believe in themselves a little bit, take a little bit of a risk here, go out on a limb, you know, communicate as opposed to trying to escape or to suppress. And I really feel like they have done a lot of energy work on this, and it is bringing some sort of balance here. So I feel like the ball's almost in your court, but, you know, this person is manifesting as well, and they have what they need to be able to push things forward, and they may be communicating that during this time frame, or I do feel a bit of a rush in this person's energy. They might be getting a rush of energy or ideas, a flight of ideas, something like that. But I feel like you're over here, Aries, needing to make a decision about what's best for you when it comes to not just this connection, but relationships in general, and kind of take what you learned from the past about loving yourself and not allowing yourself to get triggered, because every time you get triggered, you disempower yourself, and you're really wanting to be able to be more empowered and free. So I feel like there's like the retrograde energy is coming back in, which is going to bring in some past issues, but you're being asked to look at the past and how did you handle that? How did that work out so that you can come at it from a different angle this time around? And I feel that's what this reading is pulling you towards. All right, so let's get a guidance card, Aries, and leave it there. So what's the guidance? Whoa. Okay, they're still giving me that song. She says, if you believe within your soul, just hold on tight and don't let go. You can make it. I'm going to have to go listen to that song. That's an oldie but a goodie. That's one of those songs that when you're by yourself in the car, you crank it all the way up and then you sing it at the top of your lungs. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anyways, so your guidance card here is support. It says, people come into your life for many different reasons. Some you learn from and then they move on, while others return often because you need to learn more from those individuals. Others will remain beside you throughout your entire life, but all are important to the whole of you. I got this card in your spiritual reading, Aries. I actually did your spiritual reading twice. I didn't really like the first one, so I took it down. But this was the card, and it was about finding your soul tribe. It was about noticing the people that are for you, there for you, and paying attention. So I'm going to leave it there, Aries. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so could be dealing with any zodiac sign, but the ones that I'm seeing out right now is Aries, Leo, Virgo, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, more Aries energy, and I saw Capricorn out earlier, so those could be zodiac placements in your chart or the chart of the person you're dealing with, and or just the influencing vibes. Like I said, take it or leave it. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do go live pretty often on Facebook, sometimes on Instagram as well. Link down below in the description box. And for those of you who would like to donate to the channel, you can certainly do so by going to the About section and clicking on the donation button. A lot of my clothes comes from my sister's online boutique. If you'd like to check it out for yourself, that is also linked in the description box below. Either way, I am wishing you the very, very best, Aries. And until next time, my friends.